皆さん、こんにちは。純利イソパラロ先生です。お元気ですか？いいですね。今日はみんなの日本語 Grammar Lesson 2を勉強しましょう。Today, we're going to study みんなの日本語 Grammar Lesson 2. This is actually contained in module number 7 of our Japanese 1 lesson. Are you ready for today's lesson? じゃあ、勉強しましょう。So, 今日は I have two objectives. Okay? So, one is to familiarize the vocabulary words in lesson 1 of Mina no Nihongo 1, and another one is to use the grammatical patterns noun plus mo, or noun 1 plus no plus noun 2, sang, and des, okay, in expressing oneself. Okay? So, are you ready? Let's begin. Okay, I'd like you to answer these questions. First question. 今日は何曜日ですか? Can you understand the question? Last time we learned about days, so I'm asking what day is today. Can you tell me what it is? Please write it in the comment section below. Okay, I hope you have done that. So, the answer is 今日は水曜日です. So today is Wednesday. Okay? Another question. Another answer is 水曜日です. So there are two ways of answering the question. You can go with the long question, with the complete question, 今日は水曜日ですか? Or you can go with a shorter version, 水曜日です. Actually, in Japanese, especially in casual conversation, they don't, or sometimes they drop the subject. That is so because if you know already what you are talking about, for them it's unnecessary to keep on repeating it. So that is why if you know the topic already, you have a common understanding of what you're talking about, it's okay to drop the subject. But since we are still learning Japanese, it's also good to learn the whole sentence. So later on, as you get the hang of it, you'll be able to understand that the shorter version is more convenient. Okay? So another question. 明日は何曜日ですか? So 明日 means tomorrow. So 明日は何曜日ですか? What day is tomorrow? Please type the correct answer in the comment section below. Are you done? Okay. So the correct answer is 明日は木曜日です. So tomorrow is Thursday. You can also go with the shorter version, 木曜日です. Okay, so tomorrow is Thursday, 木曜日です. Okay. Now, another question is, 今月は何月ですか? So, what month is this month? Okay, 今月 is this month, 何月 is what month? What is the correct answer? Can you tell me? Please type your correct answer or your answer in the comment section. Okay, the correct answer is 今月は4月です. So this month is April. Okay, or you can also go with a shorter version, as I mentioned earlier, 4月です. So in a casual conversation, you can just go with a shorter version. But in a formal conversation, it is a common practice to say the complete sentence. Okay? Are you still doing well? いいですね。じゃあ次。Okay. So we have here another question. 来年は何年ですか? So 来年 means next year. So 来年は何年ですか? So what year is next year? Okay, please type your answer in the comment section below. Are you done? Okay, great. So the correct answer is 来年は2020年です. Okay. 来年は2022年です. Or you can also say 2022年です. So you can go with a shorter version, especially if you are just in a casual conversation. Okay? Now, okay. So please take a look at the picture. これは7ですか? 10ですか? Can you tell the number here? So the dog here, the question here is asking you what number is this. これは means this. これは7ですか? Ju desu ka? So what is the correct answer? Can you not guess, but can you tell me the correct answer? Please type the answer or your answer in the comment section below. Sori wa nana desu. Okay, so sori wa nana desu or nana desu. The shorter version is also okay. Okay, so now let's read the questions. Kyou wa nanyobi desu ka? Ashita wa nanyobi desu ka? Kongetsu wa nangatsu desu ka? Rainen wa nannen desu ka? Kore wa nana desu ka? 10desu ka? Okay, so I'd like you to answer the questions on your own. Okay, so I'll ask you the question and then talk to yourself, say the correct answer. Okay? Kyou wa nanyobi desu ka? Ashita wa nanyobi desu ka? Kongetsu wa nangatsu desu ka? Rainen wa nannen desu ka? Kore wa nana desu ka? 10desu ka? Can you see my fingers? Kore wa nana desu ka? 10desu ka? Okay, very good. So I know you are participating so actively in your respective homes. So thank you so much for your participation. Now let's move on to the grammar review. Okay? We will begin with the S plus ka. Okay? So we have here Mira-san Isha. Okay, last time we learned how to create questions, right? Using the pattern S ka. So I have here the sample. Mira-san and then Isha. Isha is doctor. So my question is, Mira-san wa Isha desu ka? Mira-san wa Isha desu ka? So that's the question. Now I'd like you to write a question for number 1. These are the data or the words that we have. Isupararu-san and sensei. Please write a question ending with desu ka. Are you ready? Okay, let's start for number 1. Please type it in the chat box. Isupararu sensei. Isupararu-san sensei. Please type it in the chat box. I'm giving you 5 seconds. Okay, time is up. Now let's move on to the second question. Obama, America Jin. Obama, America Jin. Please write your question ending with desu ka in the chat box. Again, 5 seconds begins now. Okay, time is up. Now let's move on to the third question. Again, please type or write your answer in the comment section ending with desu ka. Anata gakusei. Okay, your time begins now. Okay, time is up. The next one is Rubure do Philippinjin. Rubure do Philippinjin. Your time begins now. Okay, time is up. Now, did you get the correct answers? Let's check. So we have Isupararu-san sensei. So the correct answer is Isupararu-san wa sensei desu ka? Did you get the correct answer? Okay, if you didn't, please change your answer to the correct one. So I'm giving you now the chance to change it. Second one, Obama America Jin. Obama-san wa America Jin desu ka? Or you can just say Obama wa America Jin desu ka? But it would be more polite to put sang. So Obama-san wa America Jin desu ka? So please change your answer and make it correct if you got it wrong. If you got it correctly, then good job. Okay, sangbang. Anata gakusei. Anata wa gakusei desu ka? Anata wa gakusei desu ka? So if you got it right, sugoi. If you got it wrong, you can still change it. Now stay aside. Okay? Now the last one is Rubiredo Philippinjin. Rubiredo-san wa Philippinjin desu ka? Rubiredo sang wa Philippine jin desu ka? So if you got it correctly, sugoi desu ne. If you got it wrong, now shite kudasai. Please change the correct answer. Correct it. Okay. Now, let's move on to our grammar review. So we have here the Japanese words on the first column, and in the second column we have eigo, or the English words. Again, Nihongo, Japanese words, eigo is English words. So let us read. Daigaku, that's university. Okay, first let's read the Japanese words. Please repeat after me. Daigaku, byoin, dare, donata. It should have been donata. Sorry for that. Sai, nansai or oikutsu. Hai, ie, America, igirisu. Indo, Indonesia. Duitsu, Furansu, Burajiru, Philippine Jin, or Philippine rather. So we have the equivalent. Daigaku means university. Byoing means hospital. So you say byoing. Byoing is parlor, like a beauty parlor. So byoing without the U. But this one, byoing, is a long O sound. That's hospital. Dare or donata, that's who. Donata is the polite equivalent of dare. So that's a misspelling. It should have been donata. Sai is years old. Nansai is oikutsu, how old, or okutsu is the polite equivalent of nansai, or oikutsu rather. Hi is yes. Ie is no. America is USA. Igiriso is UK. Indo is India. Indonesia is Indonesia. Deutsche, Germany. Foranso, France. Verajiru, Brazil. And Philippine, Philippines. Okay. Now moving forward to the grammar pattern. So this time, let's understand or learn more grammar patterns in Japanese. So starting off with noun plus mo. So mo is added after a topic instead of wa, when the statement about the topic is the same as the previous topic. So example, Mira-san wa kaishain desu. So Mira-san is kaishain. Gupta-san mo kaishain desu. So which means that Mira is kaishain. Gupta is also kaishain. So to say also, we put mo and then kaishain desu. So which means that Mira-san and Gupta are the same, and that Gupta is also a company employee. Okay? So Mira-san wa kaishain desu. Gupta-san mo kaishain desu. Watashi wa sensei desu. Okay, for example, okay? Lorena-san mo sensei desu, for example. Okay, so something like that. Let's move on to the second pattern, noun 1 plus no plus noun 2. Okay, so no is used to connect two nouns. Noun 1 modifies noun 2. In lesson 2, noun 1 is an organization or some kind of group to which noun 2 belongs. So example, Mira-san wa IMC no shain desu. Okay, so the first noun here is IMC. Okay, the second noun is shain. So which means that Mira-san is an employee or is a shain in the IMC, or an IMC employee. Okay, so for example, me, this is the second example, is Superado sensei wa dep ed no sensei desu. So I am a dep ed teacher, for example. Dep ed is the organization. That's noun 1 is the organization, and noun 2 is the word or a noun that modifies noun 2. Okay, or sorry, noun 1 modifies noun 2. So what kind of teacher? Dep ed teacher. Okay, so noun 1 is the organization. Okay, so to which noun 2 belongs. So dep ed no sensei. Okay, so in your case, CPSU no gakusei. So you are CPSU students. So CPSU no gakusei. Okay. Nihon no car, for example, kuruma. Nihon no kuruma. So which means it's a Japanese car. America no kuruma. Ford wa America no kuruma. So Ford is an American car. Toyota, ah, what do you call this? Toyota wa Nihon no kuruma. So Toyota is a Japanese car, for example. Okay? So, let's move on to the third pattern, sang. Sang is added to the name of the listener or a third person to show the speaker's respect to the person. It should never be used with the speaker's own name. So, just for a record, just to make it clear, we cannot say Junri sang. we cannot we cannot call ourselves sang because that's not used in the Japanese language. We only show respect, to other people. Of course, we respect ourselves, but in language, we show honorific, or we show respect to other people by using the san. So, ano katawa Mira-san desu. So that person is Mr. Miller. And then Rabia-san wa Iloilo kara kimashita. So, Miss Rabia came from Iloilo, or is from Iloilo. So, again, san here is used with another person to show respect to that person, but never to yourself. Okay? Did you get it? Very good. So when referring directly to the listener, the word anata you is not completely used if you know the listener's name. Okay? So if you know the person's name, no need to use anata. The listener's family name followed by sang is usually used. Okay? So for example, I'm talking to Vivian. I'm so sorry because so far Vivian has left a mark in my mind because of the conversations we had before on the group chat. No? She's posting also her output, so that's why I could remember her. So, for example, Vivian san wa gakosei desu ka? So, like, again, if we are talking, for example, to someone whose name is familiar to us, we don't say anata wa. But if you do not know the person, you can say anata wa gakosei desu ka, for example. But if you know that person, use his or her family name, like in the example here. Suzuki and Mira are talking. And Suzuki-san asked, Mira-san wa gakosei desu ka? So, referring it to Mr. Miller. And then Mr. Miller said, Iye, kaishain desu. So, no, I'm a company employee. Did you get it? Okay, great. You're a fast learner. Now let's go to time. So this is an additional lesson, actually a plus lesson. We are going to learn about time. So this is one of the most important skills, survival skills in Japanese that we need to learn. So let's take a look at the next slide. So can you tell me what time is it? Nanji desu ka? So ji is time. So nan is what? What time do you think it is? Using our knowledge about numbers. Okay? So to answer this, we say Guzen juji desu. Okay? So Guzen means morning. So juji, it's like 10 a.m. 10 a.m. It's 10 a.m. So Guzen juji desu. So ju means 10. Ji means hour or time. Okay, juji desu. So that's 10 sharp. Okay, another example. Kore wa nanji desu ka? Can you tell me? Nanji desu ka? Okay, so please type your answer in the chat box if you know the answer. Okay, the answer is gogo ichiji desu. Actually, I'm saying it gogo. I'm just trying to put a context. Although, if we do not know if it's morning or afternoon, of course, if it's morning, we say guzen. Gogo and guzen are important expressions. Gogo is afternoon or PM, and guzen is AM. But of course, you can just say ichiji desu if you do not know the exact time, whether it's morning or afternoon. But if you're familiar with it, you can say gogo ichiji desu. Okay? So always put G after the number because it would signify the time. Okay? Now, let's move on to the next. Nanji desu ka? Can you tell me the time for the first clock, second clock, third clock? So it's a bit tricky, because here may mga butal na. So, it's no longer sharp. There are some minutes that you need to count. Okay? So, sorry. So, there's no answer for this. So, can you type the answer for number 1? So, number 1, it's 2 o'clock, right? So, we say niji. Okay? And then, that is 19. So, 19 is jukyu. Okay, jukyu hon desu. So, hon is minutes. So, niji kyuju hon desu. Okay? And for the second one, the middle one, that is 3 o'clock. Okay, so 3 is sangji, and then 43 minutes. So 43 means yong, okay, yongju sang, okay, yongju sampun desu. Okay, so sangji yongju pun desu. Okay, or yongju hon desu. Okay, or yongju sang pun desu. Okay, and the last is hachi. So hachi ji sang ju go hon desu. Okay, so again, hachi ji sang ju go hon desu. Okay, so I hope you got it right. So you can type the answers in the chat box, or if you got it wrong, then you can change it. Now stick on the side. Okay, now let's go to the exercises, the most exciting part. And I want you to write your answers down in the comment section below. Please type your answers as much as possible. It's very important as part of your participation. Are you ready? Let's begin. Okay, so we have the example. Watashi wa mira desu. Okay, so watashi wa mira desu. Okay, so I'm giving you like maybe 3 minutes to answer this. Okay, so please type your answer in the chat box. Isahan na lang so that it would be easier for me to check your work. Are you ready? Okay, your time begins now. So I'm giving you 3 minutes to answer this. Okay, so please type or write a number, okay, for each item, so that we should begin from actually from 2. 3 has 2 answers, 4 has 1, and 5 has 1. So please type your answers in the chat box. This will be your virtual quiz. Please type it there. Okay, so I'm giving you again 3 minutes to work on this. Okay. It's okay to commit a mistake because you can just correct it after I have given you the correct answers, right? So, but it would be a nice try if you answer each question by yourself first. That would test your understanding of the lesson that we have. Of course, it's very beneficial or advantageous for you because I'm posting or I'm uploading the YouTube videos the videos on YouTube. You can always go back if you tend to forget the grammatical structure or you cannot totally grasp and understand the grammatical structure. You can always replay and watch it again until such time that you get the whole picture or you get the gist of each grammatical structure or each grammar patterns. Okay, so we have 2 minutes already, so we only have 1 minute left. So please finalize your answers. Okay, so we are now 2 minutes and a few seconds. Okay, so you can still change your answer if you can. Of course, later, after I give you the correct answers, you can also change your answers, okay? You can correct them. You can change them if you like. Okay, so we only have 30 seconds left. Okay, and we only have 20 seconds left. Okay, you can still finalize your answer. I know that some of you have poor internet connectivity. Maybe it's you're struggling because of that. So it's just fine. Okay, so now time is up. Now let's check your answers. So one san, the correct answer is wa. Okay, that's a topic marker wa. So one san wa issue desu. Correct. Second, number 3, Karina sang. That's right, wa. Karina sang wa sensei desu. Blank. Okay, so this is ka. So that's a question. Karina sang wa sensei desu ka? Ie, sensei ja arimasen. Okay. The fourth one, Mira sang wa IMC no shain desu. Correct. No. And the last one is mo. Mira sang wa kaishain desu. Santu sang wa kaishain desu ka? Did you get the perfect score? Sugoi desu ne. If you didn't get the perfect score, you can change your answers to make them correct. Naoshite kudasai. Dozo. Okay. Thank you so much. And yeah, this is a short introduction of yourself. Last time we learned about self-introduction. This is very simple. Watashi wa Junri Sopararo desu. Philippine kara kimashita. Dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Supposedly, it's a test, but since we ran out of time, so you can just have this as a simple self-introduction. So in my next video, I'll be showing to you your assignment or your performance task for the midterm for Nihongo class. これで終わりです。皆さんありがとうございました。Thank you so much for attending today's lesson. じゃあ、さよなら。